Right. The question is to find factorial of a number. Okay. So if the question is to factorial of a number, so here is a symbol and the procedure is like this. N. If you are assigned to calculate a factorial of a n, so what we do is n into n minus 1 and its factorial. We'll keep it like that. Okay. So next what we do substitution is n star, okay, n minus 1 bracket, then again star, so n minus 2 and its factorial. Okay, so this is what a procedure till what we substitute here. One more step which I feel important, so let me explain that also. So here is a one important observation. What we need to do is, okay, this is how this program is different from the normal C program. Make observation, this which I have kept in a red color and also underlined. So before you could substitute factorial format, this program gives us m star bracket n minus 2 factorial. So what do you mean by this? Here I have not in mathematics what we studied is generally n star bracket n minus 1 again star bracket n minus 2 again star bracket n minus 3 again star, so on we will write till what, till we reach n minus, okay, something where end up with 1. Okay, so what is the problem here is in this programming language. See, if this is a 100 into 99, 100 into 99 into 98, 100 into 99 into 98 into 97, like that. We 100 into 99 into 98 into 97 into so on into 2, sorry, into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So what is the total number of variables we have are 100. Okay, but we have a problem that we have only 12 resistors allowed. So at a time we cannot have, or at a time we cannot handle more than 13 values, more than 13 values. So what I do, or this any assembly language we have to do is, as soon as you substitute a basic given problem or divided a given problem n factorial into two sub steps called n star n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so continue like this, n star n minus 1 star n minus 2 whole its factorial. Now do not try to expand this, instead keep this factorial term as it is. Okay, get this product which is n star n minus 1 and replace that with some number called m. So what is next explanation? M star, okay, n minus 2 again star bracket n minus 3 and its factorial. Okay, so are you getting now? So what is the next representation? Can you reply in the chat box there? So what we should do, should we expand n minus 3 factorial or should we calculate m star n minus 2, get some number called p? Okay, so again I will highlight with the red and the underline m star n minus 2. I have got some number called p. So what is its representation now is n minus 3 and its factorial. Okay, so what's happening here is I am going to use the earlier product. I mean, I am going to substitute two numbers with one resistor, or two resistors which are holding m and n minus 2 with only one resistor, and that variable which is n minus 3 as it is. So if I do this and substitute 5, n as 5. How it looks like? 5 factorial. So how to divide this? Can anybody go on giving answer in the chat box? So what the first way? 5 star 4 factorial. Correct? Huh? So I don't know 4 factorial right now because I need to calculate 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So I don't want to do. So what I do? 5 star 4 star 3 factorial. Okay. So next what I do? What do you mean by 5 star 4? 20. So 20 star 3 factorial. Correct? Huh? So next expand it. 20 star 3 star 2 factorial. So don't expand 2 factorial. What we have to do? 20 star 2 is, sorry, 20 star 3 is 60 and keep the 2 factorial as it is in this step. Next step is what? 60 star 2 star 1 factorial. Okay. Now, what do you mean by 60 star 2? 120 star, keep 1 factorial as it is. So we know the end state. What is 1 factorial? 1. Correct? So this is equal to 120. Now question is, now I am going to share you calculator. Okay. So why the calculator is important here? See, go on observing the values. See, I have selected calculator. I have done calculator in the decimal mode. Initial value 5. Okay. Into 4. Now please make change in the hex, or sorry, observe in the hex. What is the first answer where we are expecting 20? In the memory it will be 1 4. Please write in your observation book. So what do you mean by 5 star 4? Here I will write. Again I will come back to the browser where I have typed. See this number here I am writing. This one 1 4 star 3 factorial. Hope it is clear now. Okay, 1 star 1 4 star 3 factorial. Next, back to the calculator. Okay, so 1 4. Then again, if I multiply that with a 3, I am going to get a 60 in the decimal, but computer stores in hexadecimal. Here you can see. So what do you mean by 60 here? 60 here. 3c star 2 factorial. Okay, next, what do you mean by 120? So again, go for the calculator. Okay, so into 2, 120. Decimal 120, hexadecimal 78. So back to the here, 78 in the hexadecimal star 1 factorial. So what we end up? 78 star 1 again equal to last answer 78. So what is our day-to-day life system is decimal. That's a 5 into 4, 20, which is a 60. 60 is shown as 3c. 60 into 2 is 120, which is shown as 78. 120 into 1 is again 120. So which again it remains as 78. So in the memory, what we are going to see is first 5. Here, let me show you. First number will be 5. Next number will be 1 4, 3c, 7 8. Again last 7 8. So this is how we can see. We are going to get this. The execution of the program. First, I will take directly to the environment and we'll see whether we will get that output. So later, we'll analyze the code one by one or instruction level. Okay, number I took is 5. Okay, so let's see the procedure of execution. Now go for, can you see the software window? Do reply in the chat box, software window. Okay, right. So now we'll go for debug. Now, What is the first? Okay. So now leave about these resistors. Again, I will explain. Don't worry for that. So only what I wanted to tell you is keep observation of R3, where I am going to store the result. Sorry, R3 as well as R0. Two resistors, keep observation. Okay, now, so R0 is 5, which is a number. So R1 initially, okay, that's also no problem. Again, I will explain once again. So next, subtraction, then comparison. I will explain it next. Okay, see, first observation of R3, 1, 4. What is the result of 1, 4? Why we have got a result 1, 4 in R3? Can anybody give in the answer? Chat box. What's the answer 1, 4? Why we have got 1, 4? What is the reason for 1, 4? Yes, correct. Both answers are correct. 5 into 4 is a hex. 5 into 4 is 20. 20 in decimal, hex is 1, 4. So the right answer. So next question. So keep observation of R3 as well as R0. Next. What's the next? Okay. Next answer in R3, 3C. Why we have got a 3C? 60. 60 is, what is the sub distribution of 60? 5 star 4 star 3. What do you mean by 5 star 4? 20 in the decimal. 20 into 3, 60 in the decimal. In hexadecimal, 5 star 4 is 1, 4. 1, 4 into 3 is 3C. Okay. So let's check whether 1, 4 into new share of calculator. Clear? Okay, in the hexadecimal 5 star 4, it's 1, 4, which you have got. 1, 4 star 3, which is a 3C. So in the software also, we have got a 3C. Hope it is clear now. Next, after 3C, what is the next? 120 in the decimal, 60 into 20. 60 into 2, 120. In hexadecimal, do you remember what do you mean by 120 of hex? Sorry. Yes, correct. Answer is correct. 120 in decimal is 78 in the hexadecimal. So that we have to get in R3 as well as R0. So next step, I think you can observe the R3, 78, which is a hex. So that finally is going to copy into R0. Okay, so that finishes the program. Okay, sorry, one more step is there because 78 into 1. Why we have got 78 is 60 into 2 we have got. Okay, so one more step is remaining. 120 into 1. Okay, so once we finish that, it will finishes the execution. Hope it is clear now with the output. Now I will take back to the here. Now some questions are there for you, so you can try for answering them. So can you see some C program here? Okay. So what is the answer for the program which I have selected, which is in the C language? So analyze. So value initial sum is 0, I is 0, n is 10. For I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, sum is equal to sum plus I. Initial sum, if you want, you can initialize that also equal to 0. I is also 0. So what is the answer? What is the purpose of this program which is selected right now? What's the purpose? Or what is problem definition for that C program? Are you getting? Can you see? Yes. What program will do? Adding, correct. No, Shuraj is wrong. It will print only sum. It will not print all the numbers. Okay. Now, from and to. Oh, okay, you can correct yourself. I think Santosh. It's a 0 to n is also correct. Somebody said, Pritam, it's not 1 to 10, it's a 0 to 10 because I have included 0 also. 0 to 10 numbers are added. Okay, actually not 10 because it is less than n, no? So 0 to 9 it is. 0 to 9 added and sum will be printed. So what we should say is sum of numbers 0 to 9 because it is less than. Okay, now question. What is the difference here which I have selected right now? What is the difference now? So again, I will do one more initialization. That's also sum equal to 0. What is this program will do? Sum 0, I10, n 0. Adding in reverse, very correct. So earlier program, what it will do? 0 plus 1, 1, that sum plus 2, that sum plus 3. That means increasing way. This is decreasing way. Hope it is clear now, right? Okay. Something I have done now once again. Okay, see here. So what this program will do? Can anybody get the solution? So initial product is 1, I is 1, n is 10. So product is equal to product star I. Give the answer in chat box. Correct. Multiplying from 1 to 9. Correct. So finally what I will get? Finally, yes, somebody said 9 factorial. So Pritam, you are right, but actual factorial always works in a decrement manner, not in the increment manner. Of course, you may get answer correct, but explanation is in reverse. Santosh is right. Multiplication of 1 to 9. What we could say is product of series of numbers starting from 1 ending at 9. So 1 into 2, 2 into 3, 3 into 4, 4 into 5, 5 into 6, like that. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6, etc. like that. So it's a product from something starting number to some end number. Only difference is what here? This is by plus plus, means every time it increments by plus. Now question for this. Can anybody try to do this here? Okay, I need to. Okay, this part of a program which I have selected here, what it will do? First number is what? Starting number 10. Okay, here you can see the observation is important here. 10, first number is 10. What is the first product? 1 into 10, 10. Okay, then can anybody give the answer? 10 star, 9 star, 8 star, right? Yes or no? Okay, somebody answer. Okay, so you all are almost all are right. 10 star, 9 star, 8 star, 7 star, up to what? What's the condition for what is the last condition for I? Yes, Santosh is right. Prachita right. If what happens if I becomes 0, or if I initialize product to 1, what are the two wrong things? If I initialize product to 0, so all answers is going to be 0. If I allow I can be equal to up to 0, then also multiplication become wrong. So I took a care that product also I initialized to 1, and I I'm not allowed to reach 0. If I allowed it to reach 0, so multiplication becomes wrong. I end up in the situation of answer becoming wrong. So this same program, I have used these resistors. Please observe this. N value I am going to store in R0. Okay. I'm going to use I. Okay. I think you may get a confusion. I will write a small letter I. So you will not get confusion with the one. I R1. So who is changing here? Who is changing? I mean decrementing value variable is what? I. So R1 should decrement. Correct? So final answer, where we will get a final answer here, where I have selected a variable in a printout statement. So final answer is product. So here also you can see R3. Sometimes because of some one extra instruction, finally I am going to store this answer again in R0. Okay. So leave anyway, we will get that solution both R3 as well as R0. Is it clear now? Is program similarity clear? Understood? So product is 1, I is 10. So we can make it as any number. Okay. So n is 0. I is 10, n is 0. Okay. So now I should be 10. Next, I should be greater than 0, I minus minus. Let's go back for software. Okay. Okay. Now, what is R0 5? Okay. Okay. Let me restart the debug operation. Okay. Now fine. You see R0 value is what? N. Okay. R0 is N. I will take the same R0 once again in R1. Okay. R1. Okay. What is R1? It used as, I said no, I. R1 is used as variable I. So why I am using subtract R1 by R1, sorry, R1 by 1 time, and also again I am storing R1. Can anybody give the answer? Why I am subtracting 1 from R1 and storing that new answer in R1 only is because what is the logical meaning of I minus minus is I is equal to I minus 1. Are you getting now? See, who is a right hand variable? RHS side variable? I only. Okay, so decremented value, I should not use new variable. I have to use the same variable. Then only I will get a meaning of I minus minus. So source is also same, destination is also same. Okay, what is the final state where I should end up decrementing? I should end up decrementing is 1. Once I reaches 1, okay, that is the last. If you allow I reaches for 0, all product will become 0. Okay, so now if I is equal to 1, that means no more calculation. See, please listen now. It's a branch instruction. Branch if equal. Okay, now condition. What are the two things should be equal? What are you just now compared? Both should be equal. Then only it will go to stop. Otherwise, it will not go to stop, which is a line number 13. Instead, it will execute line number 10. Okay, see this. This is a way. 4th, 5th, 6th is a loop name. 7th line, 8th line, there is a comparison. 9th line, there is a decision. Should it go for 15th line or should it continue at 10th line? So when 9th line will give result is it dependent on 8th line result. So 8th line result are two things. What is that? Comparison of R1 with a 1. If comparison is success, what is definite result? If both are equal, I will get a CPSR as Z equal to 1. Okay, so what do you mean by Z equal to 1? Both are equal. If Z equal to 0, both are not equal. So which both? What do you mean by both here? One is R1, one is number 1. Okay, so if both are equal, we will get a Z1. If not, Z is 0. So if Z is 1, it will go to stop line. If Z is not 1, that means 0, it will go to line number 10. 10th. Now the question, what do you mean by R0? Sorry, here multiplication. Now the question, R3 equal to R0 star R1. Okay. So now why not we are using R0 equal to R0 star R1? R0 star R1 is sometimes, okay, possibility of overwriting of the answer. Anyway, in the next step, you can see in the next step again I am doing R3 copy into R0. Again I am doing R3 copy into R0. But take care that in the same instruction, don't try to overwrite the answer. Okay, overwrite the answer in same instruction. In the next one instruction we have in which same value of R3 is copied to R0. Okay, next condition. Branch if not equal. Branch if not equal, go back to, see here, which should be not equal. Okay, which should be not equal. It's not a move, it's not a multiply, it's not a BEQ, it's a comparison. Please remember, branch will always dependent on, branch decision line is always dependent on just before completed comparison. Here, branch line decision is in 12th. So it will check whether 11th line is a comparison. No. 10th line is a comparison. No. 9th line is a comparison. No. So is 8th line comparison? Yes. So whatever the result it has got in the 8th line, based upon that only it will decides. See, if it is 3 and if it is 1, are 3 and 1 equal? No. Are 3 and 1 not equal? Yes. Are 3 and 1 not equal? Yes. Then it will go back to 6th line called fact. 6th line called fact. In that 6th line, there is no executable and then hence it will directly go for 7th line. Is it clear? Okay. Let's see the values. Hope you will understand easily. So now, okay, please go on giving the values in the chat box for whichever the questions I do ask. What is going to be the answer of 4th line? R0 value. R0 value 5 is right. R1 value is also 5. Please write register number also, register name R1 as 5. Okay. Now the question, can anybody give what is importance of subtraction? What is importance of subtraction? Because 5 should be multiplied with what? 5 should be multiplied with 4 and its factorial. 4 and its factorial. So what is the relation between 5 and 4? Relation between 5 and 4. So we have to reduce that 5 with, reduce that 5 by 1, magnitude of 1. So for that we are subtraction. So what happens? Now you see, please concentrate. Now let me enhance this. Okay. CPSR, keep observation. Okay, now what is R1 now? Right now, R1 value 4. 4 and 1, compare. Are they equal? Are they equal? Not equal. Not equal. Not equal means what should be the Z? Not equal means what should be the Z? Z equal to what? 0. Let's see. Here, keep observation. Right now 0. So 0 will contain. 0 will maintain. You can see Z has not changed even after the line number 8 completed. So what happens for the stop? Will it go for the stop? It will go to stop only when both are equal. Now both are not equal, so it will not go to stop. Instead of where it will go? Line number, which line number it will go, whether 10th or 15th? 10th line, 15th line. Okay, so right, let's see. Yes, the cursor is in, program counter is in line number 10. What is the work of line number 10? R0 into R1. What is there in R0 and R1? Check in the register. 5 into 4. What is the answer? 5 into 4. 20. Actual 20 in decimal, but actually hexadecimal. Hexadecimal. Yes, correct. So where I will get the answer of hexadecimal? Hexadecimal, R3. Okay. So that copy I will keep it in R0. Don't worry. R0, once again copy of R0. So now, what was the conclusion of previous comparison? What was the conclusion of previous comparison? Here, previous comparison means line 8. 4 and 1 equal or not equal? Equal or not equal? Previous comparison. Not equal. So now question, listen carefully. The line number 12 tells us that go back to fact, line number 6, only if not equal. Is the condition follows? Condition is followed or not followed? Condition followed or not followed? Followed or not followed? Condition is followed or not followed? Condition is followed. So if it is followed, where it should go back to, or where it should go to? Where it should go to? It should go to fact. That is sixth line. So either sixth line, there is no logic line, logic statement. So it will go to seventh line. Let's see this LOP program counter, will it reach a seventh line? Yes, we have got into the seventh line. Sixth line or seventh line, no problem. So what is the next work in the sixth line? Sixth line work, subtraction. What is present value? 4. 4 will be decremented by 3. So let's see, compare here in the R1 resistor number 3. So yes, we have got a 3 there. Okay. Now, what are the two things comparisons? Comparisons, write it in with the comma. Two things what we are going to compare. 3 and 1, correct. So now the question, are they equal? Are they equal? Make it fast, 7 minutes left. I will create one more session as a continuation. Not equal. So don't say not equal. Are they equal? No. Okay, don't say not equal. They are they equal? No. So if equal, it would have jumped to stop. Since it is not equal, it will go to 10th line. Let's see whether this PC will come to the 10th line continuously. Yes, we have got a 10th line. What is the work of 10th line? Work of 10th line. Present or not. What is present or not? 1, 4. That into present R1. 1, 4 into 3. Hope you remember the answer. 1, 4 into 3. Yes, correct. Answer is 3C. Where we should get the answer? Answer R3 should be 3C. You are right. So we have got R3 should be 3C. You can copy your answer in the R0 as a temporary. See, we have got it. Now, what was the previous comparison answer? Comparison answer? Previous comparison answer? Not equal. So is the condition 12th followed or not followed? 12th condition followed or not followed? 12th line comparison, followed. So where it should go back to, or where it should go to? Fact line. That's the 7th line. Okay, so let's see whether the program counter, yes, program counter entered 7th line. So what is the work there? Work there, 3 minus 1. So what will be the answer? 2. Correct? So please observe here in the R1. So 3 minus 1, we have got a 2 there, right? So then comparison of 2 and 1. Are they equal? Say yes or no. Are they equal? No. So it will not go to stop. If it not go to stop, which line number will execute next? Which line number will execute? 10th. You are right. So let us check whether the 10th line will execute. Yes, correct. So what is a present R0 and present R1 multiplication? Present R0 3C, present R1 2. 3C into 2. I hope you remember 3C into 2. 7, 8. You are right. So 7, 8 is the answer. So where I am expecting the answer? Expecting the answer. 7, 8. Where? Yes, you are right. R3. So one copy in R0. That's it. So now, what was the previous result of comparison? What was the comparison result? Make it fast. Answers. Not equal. Were they not equal? Yes. Follow what we are expecting here also. Here we are expecting not equal. It was also not equal. Hence, we got desired output. If it is a desired output, where we should go to? Fact. So again, line will be 7. Let's see. You can see the PC changing to C. What is the value right now? 2. Okay. So value is 2. 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1, 1. Now you see, please concentrate. What is comparison of R1 and 1? R1 and 1. Make it fast. 1 and 1 equal. So what we are expecting? What we are expecting, 1 and 1, Z should be high. What is right now Z? 0. So it should change to 1. Hope you can make a note of here. Z has changed to 1. So what is the line number 9 is expecting? Line number 9 is expecting R1 and 1 equal. Are they equal? R1 and 1, are they equal? Yes. So if equal, where it will jump to? If equal, where it will jump to? Stop. So stop is line number 13. 13 is there is no opcode. There is 14th line empty. So what is the 15th line? No operation. So we will get the no operation. You can see the program counter is moving to no operation. That finishes your program. Hope it is clear now. Okay. So let me try one thing. Code optimization. Will it affect me if I change this? So I can have possibly one more instruction lesser. Okay, that's not possible because see this unpredictable behavior. Okay, so I have to go with R3 here. Okay, so that's why one line is important. Okay, now I will create one more session for you after we have a 2 minutes. If you want, you can ask a doubt. So in that, again, I will take one more program explanation, which I have reduced with many of the instructions. Okay, any doubts you can ask within 2 minutes. If no, you can say no doubts also. Okay, so we'll do one thing. No. Okay, no operation is 3 times here because we have to give time for program to write or update values as well as status register. So we have to use 3 times. Okay. It is good practice. Minimum 3 seconds of delay is required. Microseconds or milliseconds of delay is required. Okay. Now, what I do is I will try to change this to some 7. Okay. So I am sharing calculator. 7 star, 6 star, 5 star, 4 star, 3 star, 2 star, 1. So hence answer in the hex should be 13B0. Let's see. 13B0. Okay. Okay. Can you see the R not answer? 13B0 here.
Sir, it's still in the calculator.
Yes. I have changed now. Can you see now? 13B0. Okay, final answer in the R0. Please observe. Yes. Can you see now? 13B0 there. Okay. Yes. Okay. After 10 minutes, I will share one more link for your session. Now put your attendance.